What's up, y'all? It's me, Erica, and we are down here. Peace, y'all. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and this is your Real Housewives of Orange County review. Overall, the episode was actually really good. Like I said on the Miami reunion, I really did not want Noella on this trip. You know, it was weird how she came through the room, but I kind of do like the way that she's giving Heather the blues. It's almost like, this girl is in this group and she's making the center of attention not be the center of attention. The wealth of the center attention of the wealth and all the extra stuff is not working right now in Noella's favor. I mean, not Noella, and Heather's favor. What do y'all think? I love that Noella is giving Heather the blues. I think Noella is obnoxious. This episode, I was like, girl, go home. I would have stopped that whole little thing. First of all, I'll wait. It's Emily, Nicole, and Jen. They're bathing suit shopping for the trip. Nicole doesn't know if she's going. Girl, were you invited? She doesn't know if she's going because it's so awkward with Noella, and it just feels like an attack. It just feels like Noella is attacking her. And Emily says it feels like she's just trying to kind of tarnish Noella's name, right? And she says that if Noella doesn't go, I'll go. Girl, whatever. And she's like, yeah, she's talking shit about everybody. She was talking shit on everybody. That's what she said. She's talking shit. Yeah, she's pretty much talking shit on everybody. I'm just like so over it. I cannot stand Nicole. Like, I do not like her. She like this group already. The formula is kind of off for me. I don't feel it. Shannon doesn't seem to fit in at all. Shannon needs a Tamra. Shannon needs a Vicky. These group of women, Shannon does not fit in with. And I know Shannon's not even OG, but she just doesn't fit in. When they were on the bus on the way there, she was like, fun Shannon's gonna come out, fun Emily is gonna come out. And it just didn't seem like, I was just like, okay, girl. It's like she needs Vicky's woohoo. She needs that. I don't feel like Shannon fits in. It is what it is. Shannon at Emily. Oh, Shannon says that at Emily's house, they need to go over all the issues that they have. And hopefully the trip will, they'll have an opportunity to discuss that. Heather's closet is ridiculous. Her closet is magnificent. I'm here for her closet. I was like Gina, like, girl, what the F? What the F? Gina's trying to ring the bell. She's ringing the bell on the intercom. She gets her. She lets Gina know that they're flying private and she got them a nice place. She's like, I want to ask you a favor. I need to know if we can invite Noella. She's going through a lot, and I just feel bad leaving her. I was texting her last night and she was just talking about, well, I'm going to be alone for a couple of days. Nicole's there. Nicole's not going. Oh, Nicole said she wasn't going if you were going. So I guess that's why Nicole's not there. What are you trying to avoid, Nicole? Like, I don't know. That chick is weird. That Baywatch reject she's weird. I hope she doesn't come back. She don't even fit in, let alone Shannon. But homegirl does not fit in at all. She just seems like the girl in the crew who really ain't on the same level as everybody else. She's like a little hanger-on. Like, oh, hey, Nicole. You know what I'm saying? That's Nicole. I'm like, girl, get your little... I'm so over it. She looks a mess. Sorry. I don't like her. So she was like, yeah, I'm cool with inviting her, but it's kind of weird. After the party, I didn't really even talk to her at her daughter's party. But she's like, after we were opening the gifts, and, they're both bisexual, and that's fine or whatever. And, my daughter is 17 years old, and Noella bought her a gift that was inappropriate. And I agree, it was inappropriate. She should have, maybe she didn't know what was on the cards, but you should have known. I'm sure somewhere on the box. It was like a game that you play. I don't know, LGBTQ game. I don't know. But it was like some sexually explicit things in there. And she was like, she made it clear, Heather was like, my daughter, first of all, my daughter is 17, right? So I'm sure she's going to bring that up. I'm interested to hear, I was going to say excited. I'm interested to hear what Noella has to say about how that gift. I think it's inappropriate. I thought it was inappropriate. And I'm right along with Heather about it. Heather says, I don't dislike her. She said it was a pride themed card game. That's what she said. And she said she's 17 and she's like, I don't think it was a good idea. She's like, well, if you bring her, you're gonna be the one in charge of her. So she was like, okay, I'll totally be in charge of her or whatever. I love Heather's look. She has that burgundy Chanel outfit on in her interview. I love that look on her, and her hair, the way it's just like wavy, short, very cute, very, 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 very cute. They get on the private jet. Somebody announces that Nicole couldn't come, and Noella's going to be arriving late. Gina says, it just seems a lot of people think that Heather is controlling. I'm just like, let this bitch take control over everything. She want to organize everything. She want to do everything. Let her do it. And I'm with her. She want to handle everything. Let her. I love that. There's always one in the crew like that, one or two. But there's one that always wants to, have an itinerary, have everything set out, have everybody on agenda. There has to be somebody to provide a little structure, a little bit, right? And that's where Heather Dubrow comes in. They're drinking tequila on the bus on the way to the where they're staying, and Shannon calls Emily Fun Emily, and Emily said, don't call me that again. If you call me that one more time, I'll slap that tequila out of your hand. She was like, okay. I mean, I don't know why she doesn't like to be called Fun Emily. That's what Shannon calls everybody when they're having fun. Fun Emily, Fun Shannon. Oh, I think it was something. Wasn't that last season where she was like, oh, we finally get to see Fun Emily? I think that's what it was. That's probably why Emily doesn't like it. Because the other time it was said, it was used to say like, you're not fun any other time. So she doesn't like that or whatever. They arrive to the villa where they're staying. That door with the sun, that wooden door with the sun on it. Oh my God. That door was so beautiful. I was like, look at the door on the fucking place. It's cute. The place was cute. They had one bit like main living area, and then everybody had their own space, which was perfect. Everybody had their own little casita with a little balcony and everything like that. So they're greeted by the mariachis and shots of tequila, or no, I think they were greeted with margaritas. And so everybody's gonna get their stuff together or whatever. Jen gets on the phone with Ryan. She's telling Ryan, he said something about the kids grew pineapples or something like that, and she was like, oh, I didn't grow anything. She just says that she feels disconnected. She doesn't feel a part of the family. So she works a lot. She has a work-life balance that she's not able to maintain that well. And she says that she just feels disconnected. Next episode, she says he moved out. So I don't know. I don't know what it is about Housewives and, just being the actual pair of scissors to sever relationships. Like the franchise itself, the people come on there, they're fine. Noella, her husband, and sent Puerto Rican divorce papers, and then Ryan, whatever his name is, he moves out next week. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen. She just feels like she's not a part of the family. It's disconnected. It's 94 degrees out there. Heather is sharing her house design, because the reason why they're in Cabo in the first place is because Heather wants to find a place there. And she shares with us that, she had a dream and she could see her children all standing there looking at something. And one of them said, Mom would have loved this. So she doesn't know what they were looking at. She says, but she really wants to build a home so that they can have it together and they will have a place to go to always stay connected. She started getting emotional, talking about you know, Terry and I had kids later, so I'm not going to be around for long. Girl, you don't ever know. You never know, Heather. You could be fucking 100. You probably live to 101 and see everything, honey. And they be wheeling you around, and you be giving orders from your damn wheelchair, child. So the house that she designed looked really nice, but she says she hopes to find, maybe she can find a property already out there. Because I imagine if you're trying to build something, Heather's so controlling, she'll be in Mexico all the time. She'll have to find a place to live down there while they're building that house. Because I can't imagine her allowing a house to be built and her not be present at least 4 times a week. Okay. So they go horseback riding. Gina tells us that she survived a shark attack. She was like, because you know, I'm a shark attack survivor. Girl, shut up. That shit was so funny. That was last season. Was that last season? Or season before last? She was in, they saw a hammerhead shark. She thought she was going to die, honey. She thought she was going to die. Noella, we see Noella packing. Emily, Shannon, and Gina go horseback riding. Yeah, Emily, girl, she looked good. I was like, come on, bitch, riding that horse. She was like, can I canter? Can I canter? So she went down, riding the horse. She was going like this. Gina was like, girl, she looked so good on that horse. It looked like when she got off the horse, it was about to be a porno. I said, because they showed it, they was doing it in slow motion, and she was going down the beach. She was like, can I? They did, her and the guy, when they went along together, she got to live out her fantasy. She's always wanted to do that. That was so funny. Hopefully they got some good pictures of her doing that. It was cute. Jen and Heather are having a sit down. Jen is eating, and Heather asked her, does she like watch her weight? Does she watch what she eats? She's like, she pretty much has a narrow diet. I don't know what that is. Maybe she only eats like that. I don't know what a narrow diet is. I didn't even care to look it up. Jen talks about how much she works, and Heather shares with us, or with her, that Terry was the same way, and it got to a point, of course, with her nagging him, but also he came to a point and was like, no, we got to do something different. I can't be gone all the time. And she says that she feels like they need to put their family back together. This was Jen is saying about her and Ryan. That's what she said about him. They need to put their family back together. They just feel disconnected. She shares with us that she had a bone tumor and she had multiple surgeries. She was in a wheelchair. She says that she's always in a lot of pain, and that physical therapy and exercise helps her deal with the pain. So I wonder, I don't understand, like, what kind of pain? You always in pain? Oh God. Shout out to y'all. I feel that made me feel bad when she said she's always in pain. So I don't know. And exercise and physical therapy helps. She says she's in pain every day. Emily and Shannon on that damn hammock. Emily's cakes all out. They came back, jumped in the pool. Shannon jumped in with her pants on. She was trying to have a moment, I guess. She almost got her phone wet. It was funny. Shannon shares with Emily and Gina. Did you see that cork fly out of them damn bottles? That's dangerous. The heat made them pressure made them pop without anybody popping. Almost hit Shannon. But Shannon said she's worried about Noella and the vibe. And it is already weird because her and Heather are not getting along. Then you come in late. It's weird to come late on a vacation because everybody is kind of like, the first little bonding moment has already happened. And so you're kind of coming in on things that they have already experienced, and they're going to be talking about stuff they did. Girl, when we was riding horses today, you're going to be like, what? You was riding horses? What did it look like? Did y'all take some pictures? I bet you it was cute. You're going to be late on all the stuff, right? So she was like, I'm worried about that. And so whatever. So she was like, well, maybe we can get them in the same room and try to have them bond in some way. And Emily was like, girl, that is not going to happen. I don't see that happening at all. Fun Shannon and fun Tequila Emily and Tequila Shannon. Even Emily says, I love Shannon on vacation. She's not so judgmental. She's just a real good time. So it's time for dinner, and on the way there, Shannon shares that she's the only one that's actually keeping in contact with Noella. And it stood out to me that Gina was like, is she going to be mad because nobody checked on her? Nobody was checking to see where she was. Why didn't you check on her? Well, nobody was holding a gun to your head not to check on her. So why do you keep saying she's going to be mad because we didn't check on her? You could, if you knew that, then why didn't you call to check on her? Shannon was the only one calling and checking on her. So Shannon lets everybody know when they're on the little Sprinter van on the way to the dinner that she is on her way, and she forgot her passport. And Heather was like, no, yeah, right. She did. So what's her name explains, Noella explains she has some kind of card. She's a woman who flies, who flies a certain way. She typically flies private, and she just has to show some kind of card, not her actual passport. But when she was at the airport, they told her, you need your passport. So somebody had to go home and get her passport. Heather wasn't buying it. I believed her. She said it just seems like every time Noella shows up, everything just goes to shit. I think it's great TV. I think the producers probably love it. Noella arrives to the villa and she complains that she is not greeted by the hostess. First of all, that's the wrong attitude to have. She's like, I know I should be grateful. No, shut up. Just be quiet. Like, if you said, I know I should be grateful, all I wanted was extra towels in my room, something like that, right? But you're like, I know I should be grateful. Nobody was greeting me. Girl, you're late, number one. Girl, we got stuff to do. We're not waiting for you. Who the hell do you think you are, Noella? I was like, ugh. You already started off wrong. And then she was like, with the with the bartender, she was like, oh my God, it's been such a rough day. Oh, all right. Noella is a wild card, is what they're saying. So Gina says she didn't check on her. She should have checked on her. So they're about to take shots of tequila. So everybody sits down. Shannon says, oh, girl is on her way. She's going to be here any second. So when she arrives, she's like, hey, girls, or whatever. And she sits down. They're getting ready to take shots. First, Heather goes, let's have a good dinner. Everybody, toast. And then the shots of tequila come around. Noella wants her tequila chilled. Girl, it's about, I get it, but it's like kind of ruining the moment. We're trying to have a toast, and when we're about to take a shot of tequila, you're about to complain. When you're taking shots, it's really supposed to be like, we're happy that we're here, we're celebrating, we're alive, this is what we're doing, we're having a good time, let's have a safe trip, this is what we're doing. And you come in with like, oh my God, my tequila, so I'm about to take this tequila shot warm. Girl, see, that's when I would see, because no, I would have been like, you don't have to take it. That's what I would have said. It would have been that, just like that. You don't have to take it. Girl, we're trying to do something. We're having a shot here. I know you came in late, and when he gets your ice, maybe we'll take a second shot with you. But why in the middle of salud, why in the middle of that would you be complaining? So this is your second complaint. You're complaining that no one was there to greet you, and you're complaining about warm tequila. Girl, go home. That's why I was like, girl, she needs to go home. I want to try the orange with the cinnamon thing. I've never tried that before, but I want to try it. Shannon says, I am going to be talking you through your phone sex experience. What she say? No, Shannon. Shannon's voice started losing. She's drinking a lot. That's what happens when you drink a lot. Noella goes, girl, oh my God, I was just like worried about the things. Because Shannon tells her, I'm so sad about the things that you're going through. She was like, girl, and me too. But, I looked around, and basically I looked around at everybody and was like, oh, she has problems. She has problems. She has problems. Mine aren't so bad. Bitch, you ordering from Amazon, trying to get food because the man's credit card is attached to the Amazon account. That's the only way you getting. That's bad. That's bad. That's that bad. That's that bad, girl. The fuck? Life's not that bad. I see everybody else going through shit. Girl, shut up. Nicole said negative things about. What did Nicole say? That's what Noelle asked Emily. No, who she asked? Emily. Yeah, she asked Emily, what did Nicole say that I said about you? You said Nicole said I was talking shit about y'all. What did she say? She was like, well, girl, she basically said, you said that I'm a Costco mom and all I do is take my kids to get frozen yogurt. She was like, and that's what I do. She was like, maybe that was just a little shade, but you know, it's whatever. And then she was like, well, you know, and what you said about Gina. And she was like, I really don't want to say, but you said that Travis was a loser and that he was broke. And she was like, oh, what? I didn't say that. Did she say that for real? What? And then after they tell her, they're like, okay, well, don't worry about it. She was like, no, can I at least process this for a second? So she said she didn't say that about Travis. From the looks of it, Travis got more money than you. He don't need nobody else's credit card. It sounds like Travis got his own credit cards and stuff. You depending on a man. How the fuck are you going to say somebody else is broke? Hello? How are you going to say that somebody is broke when you are dependent on a man? See, Emily goes, I can't imagine she was talking shit about us by herself, or you were talking shit about us by yourself. I know that she was talking shit too. And she was like, well, it's whatever. She says, it was stuff that she heard from Bronwyn. And she goes, oh, I know what Nicole had her marching orders to try to tarnish my name. And the producer goes, who was the marching orders from? She's like, Heather, duh. Yeah, Heather. It does seem like Heather is using Nicole as her little minion mosquito. Her little minion mosquito flying around, looking over everybody's shoulder, suck a little blood out here, suck a little blood out here, and then fly back to Heather and give her the report with my rouge on and my pink lips. Girl, she's a mess. She is so whack to me. She is so whack to me. So they're sitting down, and then they're like, why don't you eat? And she was like, stop food shaming me. It almost seemed like everybody's focus was on Noella. Like everybody was like, let's see what Noella does. And it was weird. I was like, okay. So Gina goes, let me go use the bathroom. Emily and Noella go with her. Emily tells Noella, girl, you know how when I just said something to you about eating and you just like really made a big deal out of it? See, like that. That's what Heather doesn't like. Girl, I was with Noella. Who the fuck is Heather? Can everybody be okay with me not eating and I don't care about what Heather has to say about me finishing my meal? Can that be cool? Because I don't care. I don't care. And I'm like, why would Emily say that? Because it seems like you guys are like, don't make Heather mad. This is her trip, girl. Whatever. She says, don't make a big deal. Heather was annoyed. She goes, everything I do, look at Heather's eyes. Everything I do annoys her. And I love the tension between Heather and Noella, because as intense as Heather is and as serious as she is about this situation, Noella doesn't take it that seriously. And then they showed a trailer for the rest of the season, and there is Heather in Noella's face telling her, you're something and you're what'd she say? You're something and you're thirsty. And then she walked away like she had done something. And Noella was like, ooh, girl, I'm surprised. I didn't even know you knew what thirsty meant. See, that's the thing. That's a good girl. You think you did something. Just like when she did it with Shannon. I would have been like, girl, what? Is you serious right now? You the Godfather, girl? Ease on up. The moments that Heather be trying to have, I would end them. Girl. But when Noella with the shot, that really made me mad, because I feel like when you're taking a shot, that's like everybody's coming together and you want to be the odd person out complaining about what you're about to put in your body. Like, I don't know. She was like, let me just throw this out. And she gave it to me. Can I have some ice? She was like, I can't believe I'm about to take a shot with warm tequila, girl. And the fact of the matter is, you have not always lived like this, bitch. You done taken a shot or two of some warm tequila. That's the part that I don't like. I understand you get used to and accustomed to a certain lifestyle, but little things like that, girl. Even Heather was like, I could see you being picky over some champagne. I could see you being picky about a diamond. I understand being picky about tequila. Okay, I understand it. However, it's warm. If it's good, it's good. I know tequila tastes great cold, and it's easier to go down, and you are more apt to take more shots if they're cold, because you can't really feel the heat from the alcohol, the fire from it, right? So they trick you and put a little ice in the fire water. But girl, still fire. It's still fire. Okay. Yeah, that her like energy when she came, as soon as she arrived, complaining about not being greeted by the hostess, then complaining that, oh, girl, whatever. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen next week. And that was it for the episode. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Peace.